of House Arano, High Lady of the Oregon Reach, Protector of Coromadir, and the Sword of Restoration. But I am not a hero, no matter what the stories say. A hero would have sacrificed more, compromised less. A hero would have done better. You know this, of course. You were there. My father used to tell me stories about the ancient times, about the Star League, a golden age of prosperity, upheld by the great mech warriors of old, guardians of the innocent, protectors of the peace. I always dreamed of following in their footsteps. I was too young to see the truth of things. After all, it wasn't heroism or a noble cause that won me the throne. It was hiring a mercenary, skilled enough, perhaps ruthless enough, to carry the day. Hiring you. I still don't know if you fought for honor or for the thrill of it, for belief in my cause, or just in my money. But whether it was your noble heart or mercenary mind, your actions gave us hope. That makes you a hero in the eyes of history. Whether you believe it, that's up to you.
Alright, so welcome to a brand new series on the channel. This is of course BattleTech. It has been out for about a year now, and I played it a little bit, well yeah, probably about a year ago actually, and it's really good. I really love games like this. It's a tactical combat based game, kind of, or at least if there's more to it, if there's more strategy elements. I never got that far. Yeah, no, I really like it. So basically, tell you what, rather than explain what the game is, I'll show you. So let's just go through all this. This is the setup of the game, our character, and then we'll start. So we'll spend a little time on this. Might be this episode. I'll try to get these ones to about 20 minutes. So that is a thing. Maybe we'll skip the first 3 minutes, or not count the first 3 minutes because of the intro, but we'll see. Just continue anyway. The Oregon Reach is a small kingdom in the Rimwood Periphery, a region of space that lies at the outskirts of the more densely colonized inner sphere. It is home to the Oregon Coalition, federation organized around a parliamentary monarchy and ruled by the Arano family. For 3 generations under the rule of House Arano, the Oregon Coalition has remained a relatively peaceful corner of the periphery. It is here the story begins. Cool. This is where we create a character, basically. Who are we going to go with? I can't remember what I chose last time, and it's been such a long time since I last played, so it's basically going to be a first playthrough for me as well. So we got all these houses to choose from. This is where our family is, so let's have a look. Alright, so let's say we come from Rimwood Periphery. This is where the Oregon Coalition is, I believe, if I remember correctly on the background. Let's just go through them all. So the Draconis Combine, first off, they're winning because they have a dragon, and dragons are badass. So the Draconis Combine, or Kurita, is that the planet? I don't know. They are mech warriors who hail from Combine. Oh, maybe not. Tend to be fierce, disciplined, relentless fighters no matter the odds they might face in battle. Ethnically diverse as many of the vast... Oh yeah, so it's pretty diverse. Has one of the most culturally homogenous empires. So I suppose, they're all in sync or something? I don't know. Or they have good integration into their society, who knows. Over the centuries of rule, the founding house Kurita has succeeded in uniting the people of the Combine into a single culture, on heavily molded around medieval Ooh, this is definitely when I love like medieval Japanese society and history and all that. What's some descendants? Blah blah blah. I mean, you could. I'm not going to go into all these. You can click these, I think. Oh, this is just a little one. So the Principality of Rasselhag, minor in stellar state, conquered 700 years ago by the Dracona, now officially known as the military district. Okay. Continue to chafe at the uniformity of Dracona society. Overall, this has created more cohesive population and military than seen in the other great houses. So I'm liking these guys to start with. I'll leave this here, but we will skip this for the stream. You do want to read this little blurb. I mean, I might skim through it myself, but you can always just pause the video and read it whilst we go through them, but just speed things along a bit, really. Otherwise, we're going to be here for days just reading all the content. So, the Free Worlds League, or Marek, or I guess House Marek, yeah. They hail from the Free Worlds League, tend to be passionate, enduring fighters who value justice and equality above all else. One of the oldest democracies. Successor states. What's a successor state? This sounds important. 5 great nations of the Inner Sphere are considered the successors of the Star League. They are known as the successor states. I think the Star League was like maybe some massive empire that encompassed everything. And then like I think it fell apart or something along those lines. Okay. So yeah, these are all the founder successor states, is it? Yeah. These are the successor states. Inner Sphere, blah blah blah, is World Coalition, minor over houses. Ruled under martial law. Okay. Yeah. Not really winning that one. So the Federated Sons, House Davian, they tend to possess more finely honed skills and better equipment than their counterparts from other regions of space. They often see themselves as righteous warriors and champions of liberty, sometimes to a fault. They're not too bad. They're nearly extinguished by the Draconis Combine in the First Succession War. There you go. Leave this open for a little bit. I'll probably skip this. It's just probably like talking about a war, but if you want to read it, you can pause the video. The Federated Sons, a constitutional monarchy ruled by the renowned House Davian. Anything interesting? Military powerful states. Okay, yeah, it's just saying that they ruled the empire. Most powerful of the it is the most powerful. Through skillful military campaigns and subtle diplomacy, House Davian has significantly increased the number of star systems under its control in the last 2 centuries. I'm still kind of thinking these guys, just because they're the most powerful. I like to not go for the underdog, say, all the time, but again, Japanese society and all that stuff is still winning. So, the Lyran Commonwealth, House Steiner. They tend to be hardy, well equipped, and well trained, though they also have earned a reputation of not being particularly strategic thinkers. So they're just gun ho, guns blazing, all that sort of thing. Wealth is great strength. Oh, so this is a merchant empire. Merchant princes of the Lyran Commonwealth, ruled by House Steiner. Despite a number of humiliating defeats in the first 2 succession wars, the Lyran Commonwealth has bounced back thanks to combined strength of its economy, most economically powerful, and its control of the Inner Sphere's largest functioning battle mechs factories. Military estimates for raw numbers. Okay. Capellan Confederation, or the House Liao. They are dedicated and steadfast combatants, capable of holding the line and often surprising those opponents who would make the mistake of underestimating them. Suffered the most at the hands of the other successor states over the last 200 years of war, having lost nearly half their territory it once controlled at the height of the Star League's rule. Over time, the leadership of House Liao has transformed the Capellan Confederation into a socialist police state with a highly regulated economy. So China. Most Capellians take pride in their citizenship, which must be earned through service to the state. So these are the underdogs then, I think. But I think we're still going to go with them. We'll just read the other ones. The Magistry of Canopus. I think these may have been the ones I went with in my first playthrough. Well, half playthrough, I suppose. Can run so they can run a gamut of skill and fighting styles, but they often favour clever and unorthodox tactics. While smaller than the great successor states of the Inner Sphere, they are one of the major powers of the Rimwood periphery. The Magistry is a matriarchal society led by a magistrix. This is an elected position open to any women, but largely controlled by House Centrella due to the family's popularity. The Magistry supports an open society that ensures the personal liberty of all citizens and their right to live their lives as they see fit. Ooh, so it's a matriarchal society. That's pretty interesting. The Taurian Concordat. Stubborn and aggressive, quick to anger. Yeah, I don't think we're going to be these. All right, we'll have a look. It mentions the other ones quite a lot by looks things. Constitution monarchy, strongest military power on the periphery. Also, one of the oldest surviving realms of human civilization, having been formed long before the creation of the Star League. Taurian citizens enjoy extensive freedoms guaranteed by the Concordat Charter and take pride in defending those freedoms through compulsory service. Long Antigonic relationship. So basically they don't like anybody. Or they don't like the 5 big boys. Yeah. So the periphery, there's no way to really characterize, so you catch-all, I suppose. Anything from petty thugs to ruthless tacticians to skilled and honourable warriors. The nations and minor noble houses of the Rimwood periphery have long played a role in shaping humanity. Star League's downfall began in the periphery. Did we already look at this? I don't think we did. Let's get a bit of context, because this seems like a big thing. Star League was an interstellar council formed from the Terran hegemony, the 5 great houses of the Inner Sphere, and the territorial states of the periphery. The stability and prosperity of the Star League led to the flourishing of civilization and technology. The Star League ended in civil war when the leader of the Rimworld's public, Stephanus Amaris, murdered the First Lord in a bid to usurp his position. It began here, eventually leading to the current tattered state of these disparate star systems on the edge of known space. Still at the galaxy's frontier. Play deadly politics. Petty bandicams thrive. Pirate bands, so it's not a great place. And then there's probably even worse. Not rare, but even rarer is a mech warrior who will admit such an origin. Yeah, these are like the. So here's the core, then you got the periphery, and then you got like everybody else. Okay. I think we're going to go with Draconis Combine. It sounds a lot more interesting personally. But I also like... we're of noble birth. Alright. Though immigrants to the Oregon Reach, I think... Oh yeah, this is... a specific group of about 24 systems in the Rimwood periphery, bordering the Taurian Concordat and the Capellan Confederation. The Reach is home to the Oregon Coalition, ruled by House Orano. Beyond the Reach are a number... Oh, so this is the planet. Beyond the Reach are there are a large number of independent systems, colloquially referred to as the Frontier. Soon established comfortable presence in a small backwater system on the edge of the Oregon space. By the time you were born, your family had become the de facto ruling nobility of the system's only inhabited planet. Cool. You are the oldest child, heir to the family's titles and ancestral battle mech. Yeah, these are the things we use. An old Blackjack BJ-1. This is where you met Raju Mastiff Montgomery, a veteran of the Succession Wars whom your parents hired on for a season to train you as a mech warrior. Raju was a strict but capable teacher, and you quickly became a skilled pilot under his tutelage. It was an uneventful life. Alright? Until the day after your 16th birthday, when... What are we going to go with? You were exiled. Once promising young scion of your family, you committed an unforgivable... Nah. Struck out on your own. Wanting for nothing, as it turns out, it can sound... Nah. As you grew older, you watched your family's fortune, income, and influence slowly dwindle away, until there was nothing left. Your parents, driven to despair, took their own... Oh, maybe I should be looking at this as well. They died in an accident. Weak jump ship accident. after which you discovered they had left nothing behind but piles of debt. So this one, but even worse. No, because they commit suicide in that one, so that was probably worse. After selling everything to settle the debt, you set off on your own with only your family's ancestral blackjack left in your name. You were betrayed. Wow, it was like death, death, death. Got bored. Did something terrible. But you were the sole surviving member of your house. Yeah. With nothing but your family's ancestral black. Yeah. So what did Guts do? Improve the maximum health, reduces the penalty from weapon recoil, and increases the threshold of heat that triggers overheated. That could be good. Gunnery. Chance hit with ranged weaponry. High skill is an effective counter to evasion and environmental effects. I'm liking this one so far. Piloting. Increases melee hit chance and base sprint distance. Also improves the threshold of stability, triggers unsteady, and increases the max level of evasion. Tactics. Increase the effectiveness of called shot opportunities. Reduces penalty for indirect fire and improves the minimum range. That's not bad. I am liking that one. That's just them two. Yeah, okay. It's one of these two, I think. Not one of these two. One of these two. Do we want more accuracy? I think cold shot is, I don't know. It would be handy if you could look and see what cold shot was. I can't remember. Indirect fire, I think, when you have rockets and you're firing them over like a mountain or something. But it also increases your minimum range. I think we go with Bankrupt just because minimum range, if anything, is better. And Guts I like because it stops you overheating as much. That's more accuracy. I'm actually going to go with accuracy. And I like the backstory a little bit better. There we go. Out on your own, you fell into a life of Revolution Soldier. That gives us even more gunnery. Now, here we could go with tactics. Do you want to go with tactics? We could do, or we could, boost even more. Let's have a look. Chromadia is the capital of the Oregon Coalition. Rose through the ranks, distinguishing yourself as a reliable mech warrior. Life as a soldier wasn't glamorous, but it suited you just fine. Pirate. Yeah, I don't think we'll go with pirate. Gladiator. Solaris 7. Merchant Guard. This could be useful. Either that one, one of these three. Providing security. I mean, here we may have got a bit more knowledge of trade, which might have potential bonuses, because I'm assuming, because these two have the same, what you choose does also affect you somehow. And we got a bit of gunnery already. Here we go, piloting. It means we can run further, and we're not going to be. I think the two potential status effects or two major ones are unsteady and overheat, or the two bars or whatever. Unsteady, I think if you get too much from firing like big cannons, it will cause you to fall over and stuff. Whereas overheating, I think that causes you to take damage. So I'm gonna go with this. I like this. And again, we might get some like trade bonuses because Merchant Guard. Yeah, alright. Until years later, you cross paths with Raju Mastiff Montgomery once again. While escorting a supply caravan to a small outpost on the outskirts of the Oregon Reach, you were set upon by pirates and left for dead. Raju happened to be visiting the capital city and picked up your distress call. Upon rescuing you, he offered you a job in the House Serrano Royal Guard. So it is that you find yourself reunited with your old mentor, preparing your ancestral blackjack for guard duty on the coronation day of Lady Kamea Arano. Cool. Now we can customize. So obviously we're going to be NeoKuro. Gosh, can we leave this blank? We'll see. How do you... Are they generic or... I don't see a gender anywhere. Unless this is it. That's... Oh, I see. That's pretty cool. They got they. I think I remember seeing this in someone else's video actually. They pointed out you could choose they as a pronoun. That's where you don't prefer to identify as neither male nor female. Or perhaps you're transitioning from one to the other and you don't want to be known by either or yet. So I think that's pretty cool that they included that in. But we'll identify as he. And who are we going to go with? I like his hair. I like that color hair. We can probably mix it up, right? Okay, so I'm not going to bother with that. Let's just go with... How about you? Go with you. Yeah. Did like the hair. We could just get rid of the scar. That's what I don't like. How many scars are there? My gosh. Oh, there we go. Yep. Fantastic. Do we have... We could have red tips. No. Oh, wait. Nah. Maybe slightly lighter. Here we go. Eyes, skin's fine. Lips are fine. Makeup. Don't think we have any makeup. I'm fine with that. Alright then. What are we going to go with? So we're coming from one that's based on Japanese medieval society. There's an anime character I really like. I trying to remember his surname. Kururugi? Kuru. Just gonna actually Google that real quickly, see if that's how you actually spell it. Yes, it is. Okay, we'll sit with that. All time. NeoKuro, Josh, Kurugi, that's alright. I know that's not a Japanese name, that's fine. And sorted. I think that's fine. So we've got 3, 3, 2, 3, which is fine. I'm happy with that. Yeah. Well, it has been 24 minutes, so we'll call this episode 0, I suppose. You know, it's the startup episode where we just created the character. I'm assuming when we click confirm, it will get into the game. So what I'm going to do, leave this episode right here, so you can just skip it and go straight to episode 1. If you want to skip the whole character creation thing, that's perfectly fine. Probably should have said that at the start, but hey. You learn, you live, you learn, you lose, whatever. However that saying goes. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching, and don't forget to just go on over to the next episode, which is going to be episode 1, and we actually begin. So yeah, hope to see you in that episode. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you did enjoy the setup episode, please don't, by all means, please like and subscribe and leave a comment. Let me know what you think. Maybe I got some of the plot wrong, or maybe got some ideas if we do this again, which we probably will. I quite like this game. Maybe we can do things a bit differently. Let me know in the comments below, or just say hi. Either works. But yeah, I'll see you guys in the next episode.